6th of January 2022. Greetings from Rwanda's capital Kigali. Here are the headlines for tonight's edition. The Rwanda Biomedical Center, RBC, says that there are currently more than 10,000 people in the country under the COVID-19 home-based care.
Business people that import goods from Dubai have appreciated the fact that Rwandair has reopened cargo flights despite passenger flights to Dubai being temporarily suspended due to the surging cases of Omicron variant of COVID-19.
Residents of Ngombo Island and fishermen on Lake Kivu in Rusizi district side say that since the deployment of marine police units in these waters reaching the island and surrounding areas, the crimes including smuggling have significantly reduced. A very good evening to you and welcome to Rwanda Television News. My name is Sam Kalisa.
My name is Martina Awera.
How are you, Martina?
I'm very good. How is the evening treating you?
Oh, very good.
All right, ready
Happy
to
New
give
Year,
the
by the
news.
way.
Happy New Year.
We just appeared here
Yes, for the first time in 2022.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And of course, kicking it off onto the local scene, the Rwanda Biomedical Center, RBC, says that there are currently more than 10,000 people in the country under the COVID-19 home-based care. The institution is now calling upon people to avoid being complacent with the COVID-19 preventive measures to avoid the increase in numbers of critical cases and fatalities due to the pandemic. Gloria Mutesi kickstarts tonight's bulletin with this report.
Niyonsenga Rachel is a nurse at Gikondo Health Center in Kichichiro district who works in the outpatient department where there's a high risk of getting infected with COVID-19 due to the high influx of people. She's among those that were vaccinated against COVID-19, and she says this has protected her from being critically ill after contracting the virus for the second time. I didn't become critically ill this time because I was fully vaccinated. I believe the vaccines have protected me as opposed to how it has affected others or the ones that I see come into the health center. They usually have severe symptoms, and I've never had these symptoms. I went into isolation to avoid spreading the virus to others. The Rwanda Biomedical Center calls upon people to not become complacent with the preventive measures because it is possible to contract the virus multiple times.
Research
shows that a person can get reinfected with COVID-19, perhaps after 2 or 3 weeks. It's possible to get reinfected multiple times. Among the recorded cases, we have people that have been infected between 1 to 3 times.
Currently, more than 10,000 people have the virus across the country and are under the home-based care program, equivalent to 98% of all who have COVID-19 currently. Officials from RBC call upon these people to not further spread the virus to other people.
When someone tests positive and feels like they aren't very sick, they should go home and isolate, where we follow up on them from. Currently, the recommended timeline is 10 days. Once those are done, we encourage them to go retest at a health center to ascertain if the virus isn't in their system anymore. There are some people that don't adhere to these guidelines, who increase the risk of infecting others. Our wish is to properly follow up on someone until they are completely fine without them infecting others.
According to the Rwanda Biomedical Center, one of the reasons for the continued rise in the number of COVID-19 cases is the Omicron variant that is highly transmissible.
When a large number of people get infected, even those that are severely ill will increase. If among every 13 cases, 1 is critically ill, that means if you have 1,000 people who test positive, you will have more severe cases. I would like to call upon each and every one that hasn't been vaccinated yet, receive their second shot or booster dose, is that vaccines are the weapon we have to help us overcome this virus. I encourage everyone to get vaccinated for their own good.
RBC notes that a person who just recovered from COVID-19 is eligible for the vaccine after 30 days. In order to better care given to COVID-19 patients required to be admitted in hospital, all district hospitals across the country have put in place between 15 to 20 special beds designated to COVID-19 patients. Reporting for RTV News, Gloria Mutesi.
Thank you, Gloria, for the report. On to other matters. Business people that import goods from Dubai have appreciated the fact that RwandaTV has reopened cargo flights despite passenger flights to Dubai being temporarily suspended due to the surging cases of Omicron variant of COVID-19. Ghislaine Mugwaneza with the story.
For the last 10 years, RwandaTV has been operating 6 passenger flights from Kigali to Dubai. Figures indicate that in 2017, Rwanda exported goods in the United Arab Emirates worth $237 million and $280 million in 2018. Imported goods in 2017 and 2018 elevated from $166.4 million to $237 million. It's been 15 years since David Rutarimara started working from Dubai, but COVID-19 pandemic forced him to return home.
Life at Dubai was normal before COVID-19. We were doing business normally. And what COVID-19 taught people is to open their mind and know that you do not have to always carry a lot of money while going abroad to buy goods, but to have contacts with the suppliers and shipping companies to transport your goods.
On 29th December last year, Dubai authorities temporarily suspended passenger flights from different airlines including RwandaTV in order to fight the surging cases of Omicron variant of COVID-19. However, after some time, RwandaTV started assisting people to export and import their pending cargoes. Business people have greatly welcomed this arrangement.
We are very excited and very looking forward to continue our business. We're kind of stuck. We did not know what to do next because like the fog, there's a gelato ice cream. We normally get the products from Italy. It's very difficult for us to get them. They are actually getting over. But right there, then we heard that the cargo RwandaTV is now open. We are very happy and thankful, and we actually thank the government of Rwanda for doing this for us.
Economic experts urge entrepreneurs to engage in online business to expand their services. RwandaTV officials have noted that they will continue to operate cargo flights to Dubai and passenger flight from Dubai to various destinations. We're only allowed to bring passengers from Dubai, not to take them. And in order to cause no troubles, which may lead to staying in one place for passengers and cargoes, we decided to start operating with 3 cargo flights in a week, which reduces losses because we are ready to keep working from there. That is why we kept on sending planes. We're ready to operate anytime they reopen. There is no problem. RwandaTV is currently operating flights to 27 destinations across the world despite hardships brought about by COVID-19 pandemic. Ghislaine Mugwaneza, RTV News.
Thank you, Ghislaine, for the report. Moving ahead, residents of Nhombo Island and fishermen on Lake Kivu in Rusizi district side say that since the deployment of a marine police unit in these waters reaching the island and surrounding areas, the crimes including smuggling have significantly reduced and that maritime transport in this area has become even safer.
When you arrive at Busenganga in Nganga sector overlooking Nhombo Island, you see nothing but the ferry traffic that helps people and goods to cross from and to the island. However, in the recent days, this landing site had also become a den of criminals, especially those dealing in illegal trade and smugglers as well as security-related crimes.
This place had many smugglers mostly moving in and out of the country to the other side of the border. We were not well organized. Oftentimes, we fishermen would fight with smugglers and sometimes get assaulted by criminals while in the waters. Nhombo is close to DRC and some criminals would illegally cross the borders.
However, the locals testify that today the area is much safer since the deployment of Marine Police Unit.
Since the arrival of Marine Police Unit, we have not had such problems again. All is well for both Congolese and Rwandan fishermen. They say the safety on the lake has greatly improved.
We have no security issues anymore. Marine police responds swiftly to any issues, even domestic issues. As soon as you call them, they respond.
Some of the fishermen on Lake Kivu acknowledge that collaboration between the local community and law enforcers have made it easy to ensure maritime security on Lake Kivu.
Imikoranire yacu na police marine wena ntanibagiwe na army marine.
Our collaboration between the community and Marine Police as well as RDF Marine Force is at a very good level. You journalists remember the issues we had on this lake, including conflicts with fishermen from our neighboring country as well as smuggling. Such issues have greatly reduced.
Navuga ngo icyo nacyo rwose kiruzuye ijana ku ijana.
SCP Elias Mwesje, Marine Police Unit Commanding Officer, also praised the cooperation of the people and assured them that security would continue to improve on Lake Kivu.
Kandi ndanabashimira kuko abakora ibyaha burya ntabwo abari benshi.
I thank the general public because most of them have helped us to prevent the few criminals from doing any more harm. We urge them to continue working with us and ensure a safer community. We have reinforced our maritime security with modern equipment, including modern marine boats and other tools which we use to patrol the lake and respond to emergencies on the lake. Collaboration with the general public makes our work much easier.
Ngombo sector is made up of 4 small islands, namely Ngombo, Jihaya, Ishwa and Bweramata Islands. The water around these islands also separates Rwanda and the Democratic Republic of Congo to such an extent that fishing activities are common to the people from both sides of the country. Reporting for RwandaTV News, Ethan Tashabia.
Thank you, Ethan, for the story. Moving on, some livestock farmers in Nyagatare and Gatsibo districts believe that they have spearheaded the cattle crossbreeding program as one way to increase highly productive livestock. Some livestock farmers, however, say that this crossbreeding program still needs mobilization and is related to services brought closer to the farmers.
Nyagatare and Gatsibo districts are commonly known for cattle farming. Farmers in the area are currently focusing on crossbreeding their cattle to increase their dairy production. Since 2008, when the crossbreeding program was brought to the area, some cattle farmers testify that it has helped them to increase their dairy production. When I ventured into crossbreeding, it stopped my cattle from getting various diseases. Also, my milk production increased by at least 3 times. Before, one cow couldn't exceed 10 liters per day, but currently we have cows that could give out 30 liters and above per day. According to figures provided by the Rwanda Agriculture Board, RAB, the Nyagatare and Gatsibo district branches show that from June 2020 to June 2021, in Gatsibo district, 3,252 cows were hybridized out of 3,000 that were expected, while in Nyagatare district, 3,155 cows were hybridized out of the 3,000 that were expected to. Despite their apparent speed, not all farmers were involved in the program. Some of them say that more awareness is still needed, adding that the service should be available and closer to them. I would have done it, but no one sensitized me to, so more awareness is still needed. Dr. Tiba Mudechezi, officer in charge of crossbreeding at RAB, Nyagatare and Gatsibo branches, noted that the agency plans to avail crossbreeding services closer to farmers.
We have the plan and it will be done gradually. Semen have been availed at the center and we are looking at how we will be distributing them to farmers after knowing they have ways to store them. The other thing is that we are training people that will be helping farmers to crossbreed their cattle because that person have to do it professionally.
According to RAB, Nyagatare and Gatsibo branches, not later than February this year, 1,000 cows in Nyagatare district and 700 in Gatsibo district will be crossbred. Crossbreeding one cow currently costs 5,000 Rwandan francs. In addition to crossbreeding, as a way of increasing milk production in the area, livestock farmers in Nyagatare and Gatsibo districts have pledged to supply enough milk production to a milk factory that is under construction in Nyagatare district. The factory will need 5,000 liters of milk per day. On behalf of the entire news and technical team that made it happen, thank you very much for being with us. My name is Sam Kalisa.
And my name is Martina Ebera.
Wish you a good evening.
And stay safe.
Bye.